Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from Grady Tech, and in this video, I'll be unboxing this Coolpad Cool 3 Plus. Now, after a very long time, I got my hands on a Coolpad device and I'm kind of excited to see what this phone has to offer. This phone has been recently launched by Coolpad in India to compete directly against the Redmi 7A. Now, this phone is available in two colors, Ocean Blue and Cherry Black, and we have the Ocean Blue color with us right now. It's available in two variants. Base variant is priced at 6,000 rupees for 2GB of RAM and 16GB of storage, and the next variant is priced at 6,500 rupees for 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage. Right now it's available online exclusively on Amazon.in. So let's open it up and see how good it's gonna be. Now let's get started. So guys, here's the box, and on the front it simply says Coolpad Cool 3 Plus, and on the right side we also got the sticker from Jio, which most of the phones have these days. And on the back we have the most highlighting features. Let me just zoom in a bit. So they talk about the display, processor, 13 megapixel camera, dual security, that's fingerprint scanner and face unlock feature, bigger battery, and finally this phone will be shipping with Android 9.0, so that's pretty cool. So now without any further delays, let me just unbox it. Now recently Redmi 7A has been launched at around 6,000 rupees and 6,500 rupees, and compared to that phone, this one is definitely a much better value, as this phone also comes with a fingerprint scanner, and at 6,500 rupees you also get 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage. With Redmi 7A you just get 2GB of RAM and there is no fingerprint scanner. So this phone is definitely a much better package than the Redmi 7A. Okay, now let me just open it up, and I'm finally done. So this is what we see once we open it up. On the left side we have the phone itself in the super awesome looking color, which I'll come back to in a minute. Next, on the right side we have another cardboard box, or just a packaging, with a micro USB charging cable, SIM card ejector, there are no earphones, and finally a power adapter with a maximum output of 5 watts. So that's what we get on the right side. Now on the left side we got a free screen guard that's not pre-applied, some documentation, and a free soft silicone pouch in this plastic cover. So this is the silicone case that we got. Following that is the warranty card information, and that's all. So guys, these are all the contents of the box. Now let me just come back to the phone. Now coming back to the phone, let me just remove it from the plastic cover. And now this is how the phone looks on the front with the screen guard. I just removed that. And this is how the phone looks on the back. It comes with IMEI number stickers and some warning information, and you can remove it pretty easily, and you are supposed to remove it to make your phone look a bit more beautiful. So guys, this is how the ocean blue color looks on the back without any stickers whatsoever. Now let me just put on the case and see how it fits. It's a soft silicone case. It doesn't offer you a lot of protection in terms of drop resistance, but it can give you a nice grip and prevent fingerprints. Now this is how the phone looks with the case on. It has a raised lid for the camera module and the fingerprint scanner, so even when you place your phone directly on its back, camera module is still very well protected. Now with that said, it doesn't have any raised lid for the front, so you better not keep your phone directly on its face, or else your phone will get scratched for sure. With that said, there is no raised lip on the front, so there is no protection on the front whatsoever. Now coming to the buttons, even with the case on, they are clickable. They don't have that clicky sound, but they are clickable, and the case also has all the cutouts at the bottom and at the top. So guys, now let's have a quick physical overview. On the back, this phone has a super reflective plastic back panel. It doesn't even feel like fiberglass, it's just plastic with a two-tone finish. It looks pretty cool and quite premium for a phone that just cost under 7,000 rupees. Now with that said, at the top it has a 13 megapixel primary camera followed by a single LED flash. Beside that we have a circular fingerprint scanner, and finally at the bottom it says Coolpad, designed by Coolpad in Dallas, USA. Now on the front we got that massive display with a dewdrop notch. Above the display we got the earpiece, and at the bottom it is completely plain. Now on the right side it has the power button and volume buttons made of plastic, but they have a nice clicky feel to them. At the top we just got the 3.5mm audio jack. On the left side it has just a SIM card tray housing a nano SIM slot along with a hybrid SD card slot. So you can either use 2 nano SIMs or a nano SIM and an SD card. Finally at the bottom you get 2 speaker grills, one for the microphone and another one for the mono speaker. And at the center it has a micro USB charging port. Now this phone has a thickness of 8.2mm and weighs just 135 grams. In hand it feels pretty sleek and lightweight. Now here are the rest of the specifications. This phone sports a 5.71-inch HD+ display with 19:9 aspect ratio with the dewdrop notch, It has a 13 megapixel rear camera and an 8 megapixel front camera inside that dewdrop notch. It is powered by a MediaTek Helio 822 processor, and the current variant that I have comes with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage. It is powered by a 3000 mAh battery, comes with a 5W power adapter, micro USB charging port, and surprisingly, it even has Bluetooth 5.0. So guys, now I'll just turn on the phone and set it up and come back to you in a minute. So guys, this is how the phone looks once we turn it on and set it up. I've just installed one application, that's Sensors app, which I'll open in a minute. So this is your default launcher. As usual, there is no app drawer. All the apps are thrown onto the home screen, and it does come with a little bit of bloatware, like these 3 applications, which can be uninstalled, just like that. And now this is your notification area. These are your notification toggles. It even has auto brightness sensor, and this will be the recent apps page. And now let's go to settings. Now I have the 3GB RAM variant with 32GB of space, so let's check the storage section. So out of that 32GB of space, we get about 24.5GB of space for our user apps and user data. Now let's check out the about section. So this phone is running a custom version of Android called 360 OS, and it is based on Android 9.0. That's Android Pie. And right now it has the April security patch. Now let's check out the camera interface. So this is the interface for the rear camera. You also get a dedicated button for AI mode over here. Following that, we have a toggle for filters. Next, we have a button for modes. So these are all the extra modes that we have. And now if we swipe to the left side, we get to video recording mode. Now, if you want to change resolution, you need to go to settings and click over here. We can record video in 1080p resolution or 720p or 480p. Now, if you go to the right side, we have the beauty mode for the rear camera. Next, we have FaceQt, which is like AR mode for the rear camera. I'll show you some samples later. Finally, we have bokeh mode. Now, this phone just has a single camera on the back, so it will use some kind of software processing to create that bokeh effect. Now, this is the interface for the front-facing camera, and once again, you have portrait selfie, so that's pretty cool. Next, we have FaceQt, that AR stickers thing that I just talked about, and you get this kind of an effect. Let me just change some more, and now I can take a picture. Next, we have the regular beauty mode and regular photo mode, and in regular photo mode, we also have AI mode for the front camera. So that's pretty cool. Even for front camera video recording, we can record video in 1080p. Now these are some sample pictures. So guys, now let's test the fingerprint scanner. I've already set it up, and once I touch it, I get a haptic feedback, which I really appreciate. And there you go. Fingerprint scanner is not super fast like Oppo or Vivo phones. It is kind of slow, I must say. It takes about a second to unlock the phone, but still it is pretty great to see a fingerprint scanner under 7,000 rupees. So there you go, that's the fingerprint scanner. Now let's test face unlock. Once again, I've already set it up, and here we go. Even face unlock works. It's probably taking a second or two. It is slow, and I would rather use a fingerprint scanner instead. So that's face unlock. Now let's test the speaker loudness. So this phone has a speaker on the right side.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
So guys, that was the speaker loudness. It's good for regular media consumption, ringtones and alarms. At maximum volume, there is a bit of distortion, but if you set the volume to 70 or 80%, it should be good enough. Now finally, these are the sensors that are available on this phone. We just got GPS, accelerometer, light, that's ambient sensor, and proximity sensor. There is no compass or gyroscope on this phone. Now before I conclude, these are the Antutu and Geekbench scores. So guys, this is the new Coolpad Cool 3 Plus. it is priced under 7,000 rupees. The best variant, that's with 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage, is priced at 6,500 rupees. And at that price, this phone is definitely packing a lot of good things. So guys, that was the CoolPad 3 Plus. What do you think about this phone? Do you think it's a better choice than the Redmi 7A or other phones in this price segment? Do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. If you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from Greedy Tech signing off. Have a nice day.